Hey guys, in this video we're going to feed all of my turtles. We're going to start out feeding my three-toed box turtles. We're going to cut up a bunch of fruits and some vegetables, put in there, and then see how they swarm the plate and eat. I love watching these guys eat. Also, we're going to start feeding my snapping turtles. I made a video not too long ago showing me receiving them. They've gotten a lot bigger. They grow so fast, and we're going to start feeding them. I'm going to feed them a bunch of mealworms, and then also we're going to feed my Softshell Turtle. So anyways guys, let's get right on into it. Start feeding these guys. Look at this guy right here. He's ready. There's their little plate. He's standing right there on the plate. Usually where I feed them off this plate. I gotta wash it. Look how dirty that is. He's waiting for some food. Okay guys, this is everything I'm going to use today in order to feed these turtles. This is the complete turtle mix, the Missouri tortoise diet. I've got some mulberries, a banana. I'm gonna throw some carrots in there. I'm gonna mix an egg in with all of it, and boom! There it is. So let's go set this out there, see if they'll eat it. All right, let's set this food right here by this guy. Look at him, he's already sitting there waiting. He knows the food's coming eventually. Let's move him out of the way. Boom. Set this food right here. I'm gonna go ahead and back away and let them load up here on this plate, and then I'll show them eating. So it's been about 15 minutes and they've gathered around this plate. A couple of them went in their shell as soon as I popped up here trying to film them. Of course, they're a little camera shy, and I guess they don't like to be filmed, but they come right back out. And as you can see, they love the bananas and the berries. That is what they go for first, is the bananas and the berries. Bananas aren't the greatest form, I guess, because it's high in sugar, so you shouldn't feed it all the time, but every once in a while it's really good. If there's a turtle that is kind of a little bit lower in weight, I'll feed it bananas because they'll typically always eat that. Another thing that they always will eat are worms, so they tend to always go after worms. You can see the one sitting right there on the plate. Her name is Little Girl. She's a little bit smaller. She's just a couple years old, and she really loves worms. The small ones love insects and worms over fruit, and especially over vegetables. And you can see Little Girl there. She is in the middle of all the food. And this is typically what she does. She'll take a bite of something, and she will walk off and eat it by herself where you can't really watch her. But she's actually staying here pretty good. But especially whenever I give her worms, she will take one and then she's out. She runs away, hides, and eats it. But not so much with this fruit, and I guess all the other turtles around, her instinct to stay here and get as much as she can has kicked in. A lot of times I will spread it out. I'll put a pile of food here on this plate, and I've got another area where I put food, and it kind of gives them a little bit of space to eat. I wanted to put them here. Let me turn this one around. It's kind of a tight space here. She couldn't get turned around. Sometimes I'll take fruit and I'll kind of spread it out throughout the entire enclosure, and so they've actually got to walk around and look for it. But for today's video, I wanted to put it all together so you could see them eating and interacting with each other. It's so much fun. Now let's go take a look at the snapping turtles. Today I'm going to feed them mealworms. I raise my own mealworms, and I'll show you some little snippets of the worm room. I have a big tray of beetles, and they produce a whole lot of mealworms, so I can just go out there, gather up as many mealworms as I need to feed my turtles, my leopard geckos. It's really a great setup. Saves me a lot of money. Here I'm dropping in a bunch of mealworms, and this right here is my largest snapping turtle, and he loves to eat. If you look in the background behind the heater right there, you can see the other snapping turtle. He's kind of hidden underneath the heater. That's strange. Like he's trying to crawl out from under it because he knows the other one's getting fed. Also, guys, I need some names for these turtles. I have not named them yet. So if you have a cool name, go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. Check out all the mosquito fish swimming around. At first, when I put them in there, the snapping turtles went right after them, eating them. I'm gonna pile a bunch of mealworms in right here. I'm gonna let this guy gorge himself. There, the one in the back, he's got a couple, dropping in a couple mealworms back in the back. You can't see him, he's being hidden by the plants. Also, the water's a little bit murky. I have to do water changes on these guys all the time. A couple times a week, I go ahead and change out that water. But anyways, look at those fish in the background. I haven't seen them eat any of those fish here in the last little bit. These guys, they go right after their food. They'll continue to gorge themselves. They can eat large pieces of food, unlike my softshell turtle, Pancake, which he is subtle. I have to break these mealworms up. It's kind of a pain because I have to break all his food up into small bites so he can get it. But he's fun to watch. He's a really good swimmer, and I love watching these guys eat. All of my animals, I like watching them. I feed them a well-balanced diet. I feed them a lot of fish, mealworms, and earthworms. Also some insects as well. I'll drop in there and they'll come pick them off the top. Alright, so now let's go take a look at the soft-shelled turtle, Pancake. Let's see if I can get Pancake to eat out of my hand. I've got a piece of mealworm right here. It's a little bit bigger than what I usually give them, so I've got a little longer because I'm trying to not get bit by this little guy. I'm trying to stick it right down here by his face. Hopefully I won't scare him off. Oh, there he goes. And of course he runs and hides. Let's see if we can see him. He's usually pretty shy whenever he's eating. He'll get a piece of food and then he typically goes and hides it. This is a big piece for him. Let me see if I can see right down here underneath this log. Watch him eating it. It's kind of hard to see with that camera glare, so let's go here to the top. I'll zoom in here. Yeah, you can see him from the top down eating, and that's a big piece of mealworm for him. He has to really work at it, and you can see he's trying to like break it apart with his claws. I'm going to put some smaller pieces here in the front so that you can see him eat. Watch him zoom in. Look at that. He follows my finger and he knows there's food somewhere whenever he sees me do that with my finger. It's so funny because you can see him sniffing around and they get so excited. The food will be right next to them and they don't see it like right now. Eventually he'll find out where it's at. There he goes. He got a piece. Those mosquito fish, they love it. They come swarming around because as he's ripping and tearing, little pieces of that stuff get in the water and it feeds them as well. I've never seen him go after any of the mosquito fish. Of course, I think he will when he gets a little bit bigger. He couldn't eat one of them right now because they're too big. So you can see the difference in how they eat compared to a common snapping turtle. You know, they really have to work at it. And this guy is an incredible swimmer. He swims a lot better than the snapping turtles. I think he uses his nose a lot more than the snapping turtles do in order to search out the food. I'm gonna drop in a whole bunch more right here, and I lead him back with my finger. See, they're really smart. He knows whenever I'm pointing like that with my finger that there's food around, and he gets really excited whenever I do that, and he follows it to the food. So anyways, guys, this is the video. I just wanted to show you the turtles eating. I love watching them. I thought you might like it as well. So please, guys, do me a huge favor and hit the like and subscribe button. I'll come out with a lot more turtle content. Also, I have a lot of other animals as well. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.